Welcome back, everyone, to the Castro Valley News Live Show. My name is Robert. This is the live show we do every Tuesday, 7 to 8 p.m. We start off every show with something we call the roll call. We got some folks in early tonight. Dennis, good evening. Dennis just sent 400 stars. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis is the king of stars. He has sent stars 158 weeks. Thank you, Dennis. Ross is with us. Good evening, Ross. Ross just sent 20 stars. Ross has sent stars 122 weeks. Tiffany, good evening. Hi, Liam, as well. Bob is with us. Bob says, happy Tuesday after a shaky Monday. No kidding, my friend. Bob sent 50 stars. Thank you, sir. Bob has sent stars 124 weeks. Appreciate your support. Kathy, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Tiffany just sent 200 stars. Tiffany is the queen of stars. Tiffany has sent stars 159 weeks. Kathy just sent 100 stars. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy has sent stars 143 weeks. Ross is tagging Don. Ross is tagging a lot of people. Hey, good evening, Kimberly. Hope you're doing well. David is with us as well this evening. Paulette, good evening to you. Paulette just sent 200 stars. Paulette has sent stars the same amount of weeks as Ross. That's 122 weeks. Oh, the stars thing. Before we get any further into the show, I'll just really quickly here let you know there's an icon right here. You can press send stars. You don't have to, but if you wanted to, that would be totally groovy. It's a cool thing that Meta Facebook has set up where you can purchase stars and send that. Excuse me, I just went through puberty there. Send. You can send that monetary love to your favorite live content creator on Facebook. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that my voice cracked in your ears. I apologize for that. But yes, do you have to send stars? Absolutely not. Is it cool if you did? It'd be super groovy. Again, there's an icon right here where you do purchase stars. I think you can put them on your credit card. And caveat, Meta Facebook takes 1 penny per star. So again, to review, do you have to send stars? Heck no. Is it cool if you did? Yeah, totally. It's totally groovy. Yes, and as Bob mentioned, let's talk really quickly. There was a whole lot of shaking going on last night. There was I think 3.9 earthquake last night. And what's interesting is, and this happens pretty much every time there's an earthquake, and I love the USGS website. It seems like the seismic information that they put out seems to change and evolve, and I guess that's going to be par for the course. It's going to be something that's going to happen in this day and time. But initially it came out, I think, as a 4.1, and then it was a 4, and then it was a 3.9. Either way, it was a sharp jolt. I was sitting here at my computer, and this is something that I was talking to a close friend about when we were talking about earthquakes. There's a lot of people who say, oh, I heard it rolling and then it hit me. And I have never had that experience. I've never heard or felt the rumble or roll and then it reach me. And last night's, the first earthquake, really, I good evening, Matella. Hope you're doing well. We are talking about the earthquake last night, and I'm kind of ruminating. Hey, Mama's with us. Mom says, hello, Castro Valley News. Today is Tuesday, March 18th, 2025. By an ad. Hi, Mom. I love you. Hope you're doing well. The earthquake last night. Oh, wait. Before we do that, well. Handsome Don is in the house. Handsome Don, thank you for the 10 stars. Handsome Don is the Prince of Stars. Handsome Don has sent stars 149 weeks. Bob says, too bad it was yesterday and not today as part of the show. That would be wild, wouldn't it? If you want to, you can go to the Castro Valley Mac website. They were actually live when the earthquake hit. And one of the Mac members said, stop running outside. And a lot of people were, felt it. Tiffany says it sounded like something crashed into our house. I had never experienced the whole rolling in advance and then it hitting. That sensation, for the lack of a better term, was really oh no, another one. No, it's not. I'm just shaking the table here. Sorry, that's in poor taste, and I apologize. Mostly, but it's, and I'm gonna try to. Micaiah, welcome to the show. Thank you for the 100 stars. Micaiah has sent stars 112 weeks. Appreciate your support, Micaiah. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Micaiah, we're talking about the earthquake yesterday, and this is Janella. Welcome to the show. Glad you can join us. Janella, we're talking about the earthquake last night, and honestly, without any hesitation, anytime we have a significant earthquake, Janella, thank you for the 500 stars. And a very happy Tuesday to you as well. Janella has sent stars 124 weeks, the same amount as Bob. Ronald, welcome to the show. Mom is texting me. I have a number incorrect. 300. I'm not sure what that means. Scroll back. Ron, thank you for the 200 stars. Ron has unfortunately fallen off the list, but Ron has sent stars numerous times. But Ron, you're back to one tonight. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Ron says, glad everyone is okay. Thank you. I'm going to scroll back and make sure I didn't miss. Mom is texting me something 300, and I'm not sure. I don't want to get anyone's stars amount incorrect. Paul, welcome to the show. Paul says, does Bob spell his name backwards? I think he does. Randall says, 50 years ago, I was at Stanford Research Institute looking out the window. A wave was rolling through the parking lot. As the wave rolled through, each car bounced up and down. Good evening, Maggie. Welcome to the show. Ricky Chang is with us. Ricky, glad you can join us, sir. That's for Ricky. So the earthquake, it was a doozy. And I wanted to get back to the point. Oh, yeah. Mom is reminding me that the next show is going to be 300. And tonight is episode 299. I'm sorry I didn't mention that sooner. I had that at the top of the list here. Yeah, we have done this show 299 times, almost 300. And that is remarkable. It is all testament to you guys. You guys make the show wonderful. By just without you guys, I'd just be a doofus up here mispronouncing stuff. Getting back to the earthquake, the thing that I wanted to mention is anytime that we have one of these earthquakes, it's hopefully a reminder to be prepared, to have an escape plan, an emergency route, to have your phone charged. If you've got some water in your storage area. If you don't have some in there, get some candles, get some of those these are really cool. I used to have one, I don't have anymore, but it's a little device. It's about this size, and it's a solar charger, so you can just put it out in the sun and you can charge your device with it. Whatever you're comfortable with. If you want to get a generator, they have solar generators. There's gasoline generators. We are here in the Bay Area. We are. Thank you, Paul. A go bag, an emergency bag, a go bag. Have a little bit of cash left over. Make sure your car's got some gas in case you need to, evacuate where you're at. Check on your friends. Make sure your friends are okay. But the point that I'm trying to make, and I just completely scattershot a bunch of words around the cybersphere, is just be prepared. Because and in my mind, I am hoping that these series of small earthquakes we're having are going to be easing the seismic pressure. Good evening, Gene. Glad you can join us. Gene, we're talking about the earthquakes and the fact that, and I shouldn't even be saying this because Rhiannon, I hope I pronounced your name correct. Did I hear about the crash on the freeway? No, I didn't. Unfortunately, there's a lot of crashes that happen on the freeway. I hope everyone is okay. And Rhiannon, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Welcome to the show. Glad you can join us. We're talking about earthquakes. We are overdue for a very large, significant one. Every time there's an earthquake, the rubric that I use to compare it to is the 89 earthquake, the Loma Prieta earthquake, which was insane. Did not hear that one coming, but as soon as it arrived, it shook the entire building I was in, and holy smokes. Anyways, the fact that we are experiencing these earthquakes, that's not an earthquake, that's me shaking the table and being silly. It's just a reminder to be prepared to, and you can probably Google earthquake preparedness list, and there's probably more concise and better assembled earthquake preparedness lists than me blathering here. But it is a good reminder to check and see what things that you have that are good for an emergency situation, and maybe go ahead and stock up on some of those things that you don't have. And as always, whenever these things happen, it's a good idea to check in on our friends, on our loved ones, any seniors that we might have in our circle of family and friends. Things like this are very frightening for older folks, and it's a good idea to check in on them. I had a ton of people check in on me. I checked in on Mom. I checked in on my cousin. I checked in with a bunch of my friends just to make sure everything was okay, because that was a sharp jolt. A majority of the pictures here on my wall were crooked. There was something in my bathroom that came down from above the medicine chest. So we are overdue for another big one. Maggie says it's a good idea. She lost her first home in the 89 earthquake. Sorry to hear that. That was a amazing earthquake. It stopped the World Series. There was a huge fire in the Marina District in San Francisco. Of course, part of the Bay Bridge collapsed. The Cypress structure collapsed. It was amazing. Bob says you used to have earthquake preparedness tips and information in the front of the Yellow Pages. I guess now you can Google it. Yellow Pages. I understand the Yellow Pages still exists. Phone books still exist. Raylyn, hello to you as well. No one tagged her, but we are glad that you could join us, Raylyn. Every Tuesday, 7 to 8 p.m. Tie a little string around your finger, or put a Post-it note somewhere. We do this every Tuesday, 7 to 8. Either way, Raylyn, we're glad you can join us. Raylyn, we're kind of discussing The earthquakes, plural, last night. It was maybe 9:45-ish, 10-ish. There was another really quick jolt that I felt. And I'm hoping, knock on wood, uh, real wood down here, that all of these earthquakes, these little ones that we're having, is in lieu of a gigantic one, which we are supposedly overdue for. Raylan just sent 100 stars. Thank you, Raylan. And Raylan has sent stars. I know I'm off on this one, but I'm going to say 8 weeks. Thank you, Raylan. Bob says just shows I am old. I remember phone books too. I remember the front of the phone books having the 911 and your local emergency phone numbers. You would have your fire department phone number in there. You'd have your sheriff's number, the numbers that were not 911. Yes, phone books, pre-internet fun in the world. Since Janella just checked in, let's talk about the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. And I'm going to share in the comments now. That's the Facebook page for the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. And I want to talk about the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. Paul says, strap things down, TV pictures, great idea. Matella says Rolodex. So we're going to talk about pre-internet stuff. Yeah, how about beepers? How about pagers? Remember those little actually, they started off as really big things where they beep and someone was texting you, and not texting you, someone was trying to get you to call them. Pre-internet fun. Remember when you had to look in the newspaper to see all the dates and times for movies? Remember that? Remember movie theaters? And we still have one here in Castro Valley. We're very, very lucky to have the Chabot Theater here in Castro Valley. Remember, what's another great pre-internet thing? Remember the cable box? The big black brick with the rotodial and all the push buttons that was tethered to another box near your television. Martha, welcome to the show. Martha says, the good old days. Indeed. Remember when the telephone was tethered to the wall and you would have that curly Q line and you had to stretch it as far as you could so that you could talk to your best friend into the small hours of the night and the evening? You know what I was thinking about the other day, and I don't think I discussed it with anyone, but do you remember, the railroad tracks? Kathy says calling popcorn for the time. I was talking to a friend about that, and Mom used to call popcorn to see what the exact time is. Remember at the railroad tracks, Karen says, best place a kid could grow up. Wish I still lived there. Castro Valley High School, graduate 1964, and kids to follow. Karen, thank you for sharing that with us. I appreciate that, Karen. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. If you're still in Castro Valley, wherever you are, Castro Valley still loves you. And obviously you still love Castro Valley. So thank you for checking in tonight. I was thinking, you remember the railroad track arms when the train was going by? I remember when they had actual metal bells in there. And now it's a phony digital sounding ding, ding. Anyways, I do get nostalgic at night when I hear trains because it's such a wonderful kind of sound that brings me back. Maggie is tagging tons and tons of folks. Raylan says, I remember when you could hang up on someone with force. Haha, it's not the same anymore. Yes. Remember when you would slam down receiver and you would hear the bells ringing in the phone? Remember that? How many people still have a landline these days? I don't have one. Mom has one. Hey, Mom, I love you. Maggie is tagging a ton of people. Let's talk about the Castro Valley. Nostalgia is so much fun. Remember when Karen is not in Castro Valley anymore, but I am invited to a reunion. Karen, let me know. I'd love to check out your reunion. Martha had a landline up to about 2 years ago. Raylan is saying hello to mom, as is Maggie. Oh, what was I going to say? No. Let's talk about the Chamber of Commerce. Jean is saying hello to mom. Ross has a statistic here. Less than 5% of the population has a traditional landline. Let's see. Randall says he has a landline. Cell phones suck. It is the cell phone is it's like sometimes it's like wearing a leash and it's very distracting, and I find myself so many times doom scrolling on Instagram, and it's troubling. But I do love the convenience of having the phone. It's good for online. It's good for texting, staying in touch. But I understand how some people really aren't into the cell phones. Bob says Sunday mornings hearing the noise from the shooting range. Yes, Castro Valley had a gun range here in Castro Valley, and it was very popular, and it was also on Mythbusters a number of times. Let's talk about the Chamber of Commerce. I can totally do the nostalgia thing all night. I love it. It's great. Hey, oh, before we go there, and I'm not that old, but who else remembers spotlights? You remember you would see at night, you would see lights where the movie theater was or where the new restaurant was opening in town. I love that. I miss that. Mom would take us in the car and we would follow the spotlights to find the new McDonald's in Hayward. It was a thing before the internet. The spotlights, follow the spotlights to Gene says hardwired landlines were great, which internet cell towers were out. When internet cell towers were out. Martha remembers the spotlights. Yeah, it would be. Kathy says spotty at the drive-in. Yeah. And on a rainy or cloudy night, you would see the spotlights even brighter. Maggie just sent 100 stars. Thank you, Maggie. Maggie has sent stars 112 weeks. Appreciate your support, Maggie. What else? Old school that not a lot of younger folks probably remember. Drive-in theaters, which were fun. Bob says, growing up in Detroit, the new model year was like a holiday. Every dealer had a spotlight. Yes, Bob, thank you. The car dealerships would have the spotlights at night. Come on down to Ed Chauvinist Ford, where we've got... I should do the echo. David said we used to have car rallies with our youth group and would end at a positioned spotlight. That sounds like fun. Hey, who remembers CB radios? We did those. Gene says spotlights were often around Hagenberger businesses and car lots. That sounds pretty accurate to me. CB radios were great. Who remembers those? The Citizen Band radio, 10-4, good buddy. I'm over here coming on down in your rocking chair, or 95, breaker. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We can go down memory lane all night. Yes, Paul says, Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. You know, Paul, you can go on YouTube and find all of Cal Worthington's hilarious commercials. Cal Worthington and his dog Spot, and there's a gigantic angry tiger on a car. I'm selling this. I must be nuts to sell this car at a discount like this. Man, Creature Features, Bob Wilkins. Fun stuff. Hey, let's do some show, and if somebody has some nostalgia that they post up in the comments, we'll go back and forth with that. In the comments, I just shared the URL to the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce to their Facebook page. And I'm going to tell you why. Meredith is with us. Meredith just sent 100 stars. Thank you, Meredith. Meredith has sent stars 68 weeks. Thank you, Meredith. Meredith, you're just in time. We're going to be talking about the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. Dennis says A&W with the server who came to your car in roller skates. Yep, that was a thing for sure. I was a little whipper around this time when there were drive-through dairies and fun. There was one in Castro Valley. There was another way over on Mission Hesperian. On Hesperian. Kathy says the noon whistle. There's a couple of these around town, and they were everywhere, and it was part of the war preparedness thing, and it was a siren that would go off. Handsome Don says, I got yelled at by a trucker for talking on my CB radio. Oh, Handsome Don. Bob says Johnny Carson would tease Cal Worthington. We came to California on spring break in 1970, going to a Cal Worthington car lot. It was on our to-do list. And Meredith just sent an additional 100 stars. That brings Meredith to 200. Thank you. Mark B is in the house. Good evening, Mark B. Glad you can join us tonight. Always good to see you. And Mark B has sent stars. I know he's on my list. Where is he on? 113 weeks. Thank you, Mark B. What was I just gonna? I was just gonna say something. Anyways, there was something old school that I wanted to bring up. I can't think of it. Maybe it'll approach me again later in the evening. But getting back to the Castro Valley Eden, yes, Paulette, thank you, the mixer. If you are not involved in the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce, now is the time. I'm going to explain to you why it's such a great idea, because the folks with the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce, many of whom are regulars who grace us with their presence on the show here, that's going to be Paulette, Ross, Maggie, Janella, Todd, chamber members Micaiah and Handsome Don. Randall says we had an anti-war pirate CB radio station in the late 60s and was chased by the FCC helicopter one night. Man, Randall, that's such a great story. I love that. True story. And Randall's memories of CB radios predate mine, and his experiences are much more richer than mine. I was like I said, I was a whipper when CDs were CB Citizen Band radios were popular. And the true thing, Randall's not whistling Dixie. When there were stations, people with CB radios, and they were boosting out tons of power, the FCC would come in, because if you're throwing up all that power, you're bleeding over all the other stations. And some people were monitored and and pursued by the FCC because of citizen band radios. But they were a blast. It was basically a little thing that you could buy. Usually 40 channels. Sometimes there was a sideband. You'd have a little switch and you go to a different frequency. There were also ham radios, which were a completely different device. But Citizens Band radios, it allowed you through a microphone to go ahead and kind of like a walkie-talkie, but not. And if you had a big enough, high enough antenna, you could talk real far. And my family was big into Citizen Band radios, and we would go up to Cal State. And we did what's called shoot skip. We would talk up there because the higher up you are, the better chance you have transmitting your your broadcast. And I'm gonna have to call my dad and talk about CBs, and Mom did it too. We were actually in a CB club, a local CB club. Dennis says, remember those pirated satellite dishes? I do. I remember also the cable boxes. There were certain people who could tinker with them and unlock all of the extra stations that you couldn't usually get. I remember those. I do remember being able to adjust the switch in a weird way on those cable boxes, those push button Jared boxes. I remember doing that, and there were ooh la la stations that you could um, sort of view in that way. But Randall says we called the show Wonderful Wino Radio. We were mobile. Randall, I know the trivia there. Wonderful Wino was that was a George Carlin bit back in the 70s because George Carlin started on radio. So good stuff. Bob says our CB radio was our guidance as we drove across 180 in 1983 on our move from Michigan. They were helpful. Mark B says memories from the past. Absolutely. Karen says there were close to 75 or more people at their Castro Valley High School reunion in 2024. We know stuff. Hopefully we'll get together again next year when we all turn 80. How fun is that? Congratulations, Karen, to be able to enjoy so many people in your class reunion. That's a blast for sure. CB radios, there were get-togethers for the CB radio clubs. There would be picnics and we would play volleyball at the community center park on Lake Chabot Radio. Maureen H, thank you for the 100 stars. Maureen has sent stars 50 weeks. Thank you, Maureen. Appreciate your support. Bob says the hippie dippy weatherman with the dippy weatherman. That whole thing was a hilarious bit that George Carlin did. And one of the funniest things that he said in that whole bit was, if you don't like the weatherman, move. Anyways, let's talk about the Chamber of Commerce. I'll post up the link again, and I promise you we'll actually talk about the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. They are a great group of folks who are business owners, merchants, realtors, insurance folks. The Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce is just a great group of local people who are boosting the signal on local commerce. And every month they have a mixer. And this month's mixer is going to be at Cordial Cellar and Lounge Wine Bar. Here's the flyer. That's at the very bottom, the basement of the Castro Valley Marketplace. That event is going to be March 27th, 2025. That's next week. That's next Thursday. Starts at 5:30, goes through 7:30 p.m. It is free if you're a chamber member, like Castro Valley News is. If you're a non-member, it's $10. The great thing about these events is, well, this one, there's going to be appetizers provided, a no-host bar, and the Cordial Cellar and Lounge. They have great drinks. I don't drink, so I can't say that. They have wonderful, great food. The owners are super nice. And this is a wonderful opportunity for you to meet other business owners, other merchants, and you can network. You can learn better business methods. You could hear about what's working for other business owners in regards to marketing, hiring. You get the picture. It is always beneficial to rub elbows and hobnob with other business owners to see what's working for them, to see what's not working for them. And there you go. Maggie said it perfectly, to learn and discuss and to share information with people. Karen, welcome to the show. Karen says, my husband was into CB radios. Tackle box was his handle. Karen says, hello. That's a great handle. Jamie, welcome to the show. And Paulette says, all the cool kids go to the chamber mixers. Indeed, they do. And Yeah, CB radios were just a blast. I have a neighbor who still has a station in his truck, and he's got one in his house, and he loves it. He's my age, so it's super cool. But if you are looking for something to do in the community, and you're interested in playing a part in supporting businesses and those who are really, really excited to support businesses, you should definitely get dialed in with the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce and specifically attend at least one of their mixers. They're super fun. I mean, if you're like if you are around Castro Valley often, go to the mixer, and I guarantee you'll see probably 10 or 20 people that you know and appreciate. And it's, like I said, it's just good to hear what's going on. There's if you're looking to get the pulse of what's happening in Castro Valley and the Eden area, the people with the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce, they are the movers, they are the shakers, they are the doers, they are the shot callers, they are the volunteers that make the water in the river of commerce here in Castro Valley flow. And yeah, I'll be there at some point checking it out. Bob says, Breaker 19, do truckers still use CBs to communicate on the road? Linda, welcome to the show. Bob, I do see a lot of 18-wheelers with double whip antennas on the mirrors, and I do see like the microphone dangling from the top. So I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. They probably also text. But I would think that if you're on a CB radio and breaker 17 red 18-wheeler hauling I don't know, fuel in lane 2, are you around? Karen Hart says a big 10-4. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for the enjoyable discussion about flashback. Oh, you see, Ross is using the Citizens Band code there. His 1020 is the same as Paulette's. 1020 is your location. I did have a CB handle. I'm not going to disclose it at this time. But let's talk about, Randall says, I remember the chamber executive director, Valerie, Bonnie Detmer, and Roberta Reve. Yes. Valerie Robles was one of the executive director. Bonnie Detmer was before my time. I do remember Roberta, and it's sad that she's gone. Bonnie is as well. Karen says, have a great night. You deserve it. Love seeing you drive your old car around town. Next time I see you, I'll honk at you. Karen, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Something else that I want to mention, you guys probably saw this on the page. Lyle Nichols has opened in Castro Valley. They are off Castro Valley Boulevard. They're next to Worley's behind Togo's, near Burger King back there. But this is really, really cool. And I'm going to share a link with you. If you are an artist, or if you know an artist, Lyle Nichols will be doing quarterly art installments inside their business, and they're doing kind of a call out for local artists. So if you ever want to have your art on display, they're going to be doing it quarterly, new artists quarterly. And you also will have the opportunity to sell your art as well. Bob says, before cell phones, I got in a pretty serious crash at 2 a.m. It was so helpful to have a local React which monitored CB channels to call help. Yes. I'm going to embarrass myself because I'm trying to remember, was the emergency channel 20? I don't remember, but one was designated as the emergency station. I'm guessing Bob is going to remember that one, but yes, it was red on your dial, and it was the emergency station. Was it? I think it was 20. But if you, Channel 9, thank you, Dennis. I apologize. I knew I was not even close. So Lyle Nichols, and I'm going to post up in the comments right now. There's a link that gives the email address. There's an email address in the post. Let's see. David thinks it's 9. Randall thinks it was 13. I know Google knows this. Mom might know this. Mom probably remembers. But, and Don says, Metal Rob is an artist, so is his wife. Anyone who's an artist, if you do art, you should definitely contact Lyle Nichols. And I just posted the link to a photo that has the email address. Send them an email and let them know that you are interested in having your art on display. I think this is a really cool idea. I think it's definitely going to engage a whole lot more people. And it's also cool in the sense that the work that Lyle Nichols in their floral arrangements really is a form of art. So it's really, really cool. Ross says, the interwebs say in CB Radio, Channel 9 is designated as the universal emergency channel for reporting accidents, first responder situations, and other emergencies. Thank you, Ross. I was off. I was guessing 20 and it's 9. There you go. Randall says in CB Radio, Channel 9 is designated as National Emergency and Highway Assistant Channel. Thank you. So Channel 9 would be where you would key up your microphone. You would have a microphone with a button that you would key up on, and you would say, hey, emergency accident on XYZ, and super cool. And I actually did, at one point, I keyed up on Channel 9, and I got yelled at because you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to play on Channel 9 if you're not reporting an emergency. Please, if you know an artist, and I think if you know some of those younger artists, those kiddos in all of our lives who like to do art, encourage them to enter this. And I think it would be very cool to have some of the kid artists who are very talented, just as talented as the adult artists, to have some of the kiddos have their art on display at Lyle Nichols. There is no charge for this. This is free. This is something that Lyle Nichols has set up so that they can have, and it will bring more attention to them as well. Handsome Don says Micaiah is an artist. She is. All ages and mediums are welcome. So that could be painters, jewelers, sculptors. You get the picture. See what I did there? That was kind of a joke. You get the picture. I'm going to post the link one more time. So check out that link. There's an email address in the link I just shared. It's one of the folks at Lyle Nichols. All you have to do is shoot them an email and let them know that you are interested in participating. And they're taking names and they're scheduling, the artists quarterly to have their art on display at Lyle Nichols here in Castro Valley. We posted some information on this as well. The Castro Valley Sanitary District Recycle Day event is going to be on Saturday, 4/26. This is a ways away, but I wanted to let people know in advance to plan ahead. Residents in the CB San area and also businesses can pick up 3 bags of compost, which that stuff's gold if you do any planting or gardening. You can also drop off fabric shopping bags for reuse, mixed material plastic, textiles, which is clothing. This is a good one for folks who have a lot of clothing backed up that you're not looking to donate to maybe Savers or whatnot. Documents for shredding and e-waste. So that's a big one right there. The e-waste thing is big because that's your printers. That's also, I believe, TVs. That could also be computer stuff. You can't throw those in the trash. This is going to be, the registration is open. cbsan.org/recycles day is where you can register. Registration opens the 24th of this month at 3 p.m. Early registration will not happen. So if you want to get yourself 3 bags of compost, which is gold if you're doing gardening, if you're looking to get some free document shredding, which is cool because you don't want anybody sifting through your information, your personal information, and trying to steal your identity and what have you, and you have e-waste, this is free. You can do this for free. Thank you so much, CV Sand, for doing this. Computers, modems, e-waste. We all have a pile of e-waste somewhere in our garage, in storage. You got a computer, take your hard drive out and beat it to death because you don't want somebody getting your hard drive. But TVs, and I'm looking at the photo right here, and there's a lot of those old school flat screen TVs, not the new ones, the tube TVs. You can't toss those in the garbage. They have to be specifically handled by e-waste specialist handlers. cvsand.org/recycles day, register and be a good world citizen, and don't dump your stuff that needs to be recycled specifically. Karen has a long message. Oh, thank you, Karen. 2 incredible music people that live in Castro Valley. Matt Leibowitz, a voice coach that trains Broadway vocalists, and then Mark Hummel, best blues harp, which is a harmonica player in the whole Bay Area. I now live in Santa Cruz. Oh, lucky Karen. Santa Cruz is beautiful. Miss Castro Valley. Don't miss Hummel as he puts on a great show. Paul, you are probably aware. Randall says, in the 1970s, I was interviewed by Bob Wilkins on Creature Features. Randall, I need to see this. Man, you know what? Thank you, Randall, for bringing that up, because Bob Wilkins was just cool. He had the cigar. He had the timing with his voice. He was very methodical. He was great. KTVU, legendary guy. Oh, holy smokes, the show's almost over. Literally. We do have a newish magazine, and I'm going to get to a giveaway because last week I said that since there was no giveaway last week, I promised a giveaway this week, and I'm going to honor that promise. But I want to blast through a thank you to all of the advertisers in our most recent magazine. And starting off with Maggie Castillo, JaimahThe. She is your new American Funding reverse mortgage specialist. You can reach her at 831-840-3384. Maggie is one of those wonderful movers and shakers with the Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce. She lives in San Lorenzo, but her heart is here in Castro Valley. Again, Maggie Castillo, JaimahThe, is your new American Funding reverse mortgage specialist. You can reach her at 831-840-3384. Thank you so much to Danielle Keil with the Keil Group here in Castro Valley. They are Keller Williams in the Village Shopping Center. 510-381-7451 is Danielle Keil's phone number. If you are looking to sell your home, if you're looking to buy a home, if you just want to get an appraisal on your house, you should hit up Danielle Keil. Thank you so much to the Castro Valley Marketplace for your continued support. The businesses at the Castro Valley Marketplace. Julie, welcome to the show. Julie loves Danielle Keil. I do too. I've met her a couple times. She is great. The Castro Valley Marketplace. The businesses are Akemi Sushi, Amphora Nueva, Barron's Meat and Seafood, Beer Papa's, Castro Valley Natural Grocery, Cordial Cellar and Lounge, Dumpling Kitchen Express. I want to try them. La Perla, I have tried them. Delicious, delicious. The Meeting Place is the meeting place upstairs. You can book that location for a gathering or a get-together. 510, opening soon upstairs. Poor Decisions, opening soon at the street level. Seven Hills Baking Company has been open for a very long time. Delicious. Also delicious. Slice House. Slice House. If you haven't, it's time for you to go check them out. Samsara. Great gift items also on the street level of the Castro Valley Marketplace. Thank you so much to Nasir and Jessica at JP's. Their location is 3600 Castro Valley Boulevard. Rebecca, welcome to the show. Rebecca loves Cordial Cellar and Lounge. Yes, they are great. They have food as well. They have a limited menu, and it's really, really good food. So definitely go check them out. And since we're talking about great food, JP's, they want you to know, yes, they do lunch and dinner. Yes, they have a full bar. Yes, they have a private event room. But did you know JP's does breakfast? Yes, they do. Thank you so much to Pete's Ace Hardware. They're going to be 100 years old in 2026. 2569 is the address. Not that I need to give you the address for Pete's Hardware. You know where they're at. They're on the boulevard. I'm going to tell you a really quick story about Pete's Hardware. And I went in there because I needed a new cartridge for my shower. And you know, when you pull the shower to turn on or dial or whatever, there's a cartridge in there. And it is the thing that you push, pull, move, whatever, and it allows the water to go through. Cartridge in my shower was going out. It was leaking. Needed a new cartridge. I got the model number and I brought it into Pete's Hardware, and I told Norm, who used to be Run a Husband, I said, I need a new cartridge. It's a Kohler. He goes, you need either this one or that one, and you need the tool to pull it out. So he said, you know, buy the two cartridges, the one that you don't need, bring back, you get your money back, whatever, the tool, and he proceeded to tell me how it's done, which helped me immensely because it's not something that I had done before. And thanks to Norm, I got the right cartridge, I got the tool to pull it out, and now my shower is happy and not leaking. The point to that is Pete's Ace Hardware, they've got the people who know what you're looking for, and they've got the selection and the prices, and the customer service is fantabulous. Randall is saying JP's turkey sandwich is outstanding. There you go. But absolutely positively, thank you so much to Pete's Ace Hardware for your unwavering support of the Castro Valley community and our magazine. Karen, thank you for the 99 stars. This is Karen's first week sending stars. Appreciate your support. Thank you so much to Eric Esparza and his staff at Go-Green Driving School. They are located directly to the right of Castro Valley High. They are above the Old Bond Fair Market. And I'm telling you, if you have a teenager that is looking to get their driver's license, or if you have never got your license, Eric has decades of experience behind the wheel. His mom was a driving instructor as well. They're great folks. They're highly recommended. Their address is 19131 Redwood Road, Suite D. Again, that's upstairs from the Redwood Road Market. Karen just sent an additional 100 stars. That brings Karen to 199. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Thank you so much to the folks at Melena's at Maine. That is the new upscale hair salon located at 22283 Redwood Road, directly across the street from Trader Joe's. That's 22283 Redwood Road. They are super proud because they were voted best barber and beauty service in town in the recent Castro Valley Eden Area Chamber of Commerce Best of poll. Thank you so much, Melena's at Maine. The services that they provide, barber services, which includes a hot towel shave. I've had those before. They are rather enjoyable. They do balayage, which is hair coloring, a different specific type of hair coloring. They do highlights, specialty haircuts, updos, manicures, and pedicures, eyebrow lamination, facial waxing, in addition to scalp therapy. They do it all, as you can tell. I got two more here, and I apologize. Thank you so much to the Willits family at Direct Sales Carpet One Floor and Home. Their address is 2973 Direct Sales Carpet Flooring and More. I think I said that right. Direct Sales Carpet One Floor and Home. Sorry. They do everything. They do floors. They do cabinetry. Everything that you would need to do for home improvement. They do, or they can refer you to someone else who does. 2973 Castro Valley Boulevard. And I want to give an additional shout out to the Willits family, the owners of Direct Sales Carpet One Floor and Home. They do so much stuff for the community behind the scenes. They're great folks. Thank you to Jenny and her staff at Studio W Salon. They are on the boulevard. Their address is 2848 Castro Valley Boulevard. They do everything, and they're open 7 days a week. They do balayage and highlights, hair color. They are hair extension specialists. They do haircuts and styles, bridal and special occasion stylings. 2848 Castro Valley Boulevard is the location for Studio W Salon. I'm going to say this really, really quickly. Every time I go to Studio W to deliver our magazine, which is every month, when I deliver the magazine to Studio W, they are so sweet, so kind, very inviting. And every time I see someone walk out from Studio W Salon, they're super pleased. Let's do a giveaway. And I do have a giveaway for tonight. I think that's the second and I apologize for that. I'm going to fly through this because time is very tight. So the giveaway works as such. I have a trivia question, and the first person to provide the correct answer. Ooh, I almost called myself. Why did I do that? The first person to text the correct answer to this number, 510-331-9112, wins one of the following gift cards, and I am going to fly through this. I have $20 to Restore and Rework. That is Micaiah's amazing shop on San Carlos Avenue. I have $20 to the Hallmark store in the Castro Village Shopping Center. I have $25 to Acme Bread in Berkeley. Don't be afraid. I leave Castro Valley and shop at other spots as well. I only say that because people are like, Berkeley, it's not Castro Valley, but why not? It's an independent business store. Let's see. 2 $10 gift cards to the Friends of the Castro Valley Library Bookstore. You can also use that at the book sale that is coming up in April. So those 2 gift cards are also good for the spring book sale, April 25th, 26th, 27th, in case that helps you decide which card you want to choose. If you're the winner, I've got $25 to Pete's Ace Hardware. I should keep this. I say this every time. I got a card here that entitles the winner to 1 free slice of pizza at Slice House. I've got $20 to Cafe 4. That is the great coffee shop at the Three Cross Church here near John Drive. I have $20 to the Prize Booth. Great, fantastic independent toy store on Seven Hills Road. Shout out to Tim and Aaron Fritz. Well, what do we have here? We've got $20 to One Bad Apple Records, located on San Carlos Avenue, directly next door to Micaiah. I have $20 to Jen's Cupcakes and Parties. Jen does not have a storefront, but her website is where you can do any purchasing. Jen's Cupcakes and Parties.com. I've got $20 to Pizza Express Center Street. Fine pizza, delicious. I've got $20 to Aaron's Art Studio, located in the Castro Village Shopping Center. We have a plethora of wonderful businesses, and Aaron's is one of those. Also is Elevate Home Decor. That is Lynette's great gift shop. It's located on Somerset Avenue. If you've never been there, now is the time to do that. That's the third. Yarnell Jewelers, located in the 580 Marketplace. I love this shop. It is a jewelry shop. They have one-of-a-kind items. They also do repairs on site. $20 to Crush Comics on Castro Valley Boulevard, right next to the Chabot Theater. Good evening, Makasoy. Hope I pronounced your name correct. Last but not least, I love Hayward as well. And I've got $20 to Books on B in Hayward. So without further ado, those are the gift cards that the winner can choose from. And as Handsome Don says, don't hesitate, go to Elevate. So let's do this. And here's the thing that I forgot. I forgot to queue up the photo on my phone. Bob says, I like overtime. Means a great show. Yeah, we're in overtime. Here we are in overtime. I love it. I don't mind it. It's overtime, sings, it dances, it does it all. I don't have the photo on my phone anymore. Get out of town. Okay, well, I thought I had it on my phone. Anyways, let's do this. 510-331-9112. That is the text line. Yes, I do have it on my phone. Sorry about that. I was looking right at it. So tonight's trivia question is, where in Castro Valley can you find an island that moves and it has a sign warning that it does so? So there is a location in Castro Valley that you need to provide the location of. It's got an island that moves, and there's a caution sign warning that it moves. 510-331-9112. This is an obscure one, but if you've seen this, you know where it's at. I sense someone will get it. 510-331-9112. Please provide the location in Castro Valley where you can find an island that moves. And there's a sign warning that it does. Meredith says she's got her One Bad Apple Records shirt on right now. There you go. Bob is guessing Burger Island Roadwork. That's I love that. I love that. But I'm going to give you the question one more time. Let's see, we got a lot of guesses. Fairmont Ridge, good guess, not correct. Cull Canyon, good guess, not correct. Yes. So provide the location where in Castro Valley you can find an island that moves, and it's got a sign warning that it does so. It's a caution sign. Where in Castro Valley can you find an island that moves? 510-331-9112. Lucadeli, good guess, not correct. Oh, Handsome Don. Live Oak Island at Lake Chabot, good guess, not correct. There is an island that moves in Castro Valley. Where is it located? Bob is guessing Cull Canyon, good guess, not correct. 510-331-9112. I'll give you the text line one more time. Bob is so close. Bob is guessing Three Crosses Food Truck. So close, yet not correct. Pee Wee Golf, good guess, not correct. Dennis is guessing Boba Shop, good guess, not correct. Please give me the location in Castro Valley where you can find an island that moves. 510-331-9112. It is an island that moves. It also has a sign warning that it does so. Boba Shop, good guess, not correct. I think I read that one already. A lot of people are typing in guesses. While that's happening, I'm going to post up the text line 510-331-9112. Shaved ice truck. Good guess, not correct. It's a food truck, but where? Good guess, not correct. It is not a food truck. There's a hint. There's a big hint. It's not a food truck. That's a huge hint. Sorry. Nope. 510-331-9112. I will give you the question one more time. Where in Castro Valley can you find an island that moves? It also has a sign warning folks that it does so. San Lorenzo Creek watershed. Good guess, not correct. If I get two people saying that they want the answer, I will give the answer. 510-331-9112. That is the text line. If two people say give the answer, we're going to go ahead and give the answer because we're creeping into overtime. But with that said, let me give you the question one more time. Where? Oh, Bob. Bob has won this evening. Congratulations, Bob. Bob gave the correct answer. It is the Three Crosses Coffee Shop. That's Cafe 4. And right at the center near the coffee shop, they have a little kiosk, an island, where they have their condiments. And it, in fact, says, caution, this island rolls. So do not lean on it. Let me show you the color photo right here. There you go. So congratulations, Bob. Bob has lamented a couple times that he has never won. So now Bob has won. Congratulations. I'll give the question and the answer. The location in Castro Valley where you can find an island that rolls, that moves, that is Cafe 4. There's a little warning sign on their condiment little kiosk. It says, this island rolls. Congratulations, Bob. And congratulations to everyone who tuned in tonight because you guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in and making episode 299 a rip-roaring success. Thank you to everyone who sent stars. That's going to be Dennis, Ross, Bob, Tiffany, Kathy, Paulette, Dawn, Handsome Dawn, Micaiah, Janella, Ron, Ray Lynn, Maggie, Meredith, Mark B, Maureen, and Karen. And I would be remiss in my duties of not mentioning Tiffany is the queen of stars, Dennis is the king of stars, Dawn is the handsome and fantastic prince of stars. Shop local, stay safe, and oh, holy smokes, next Tuesday is going to be episode 300. We'll have to probably do something. I'll think of something special for episode 300. Shop local as often as you can. Every day if you can. Okay, Bob has chosen the card for the free Slice to Slice House. Congratulations, Bob. Congratulations to everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And as always, if you're after getting all the honey, then you don't go killing all the bees. Oh, I got something for Handsome Don right here. I hit the plant. That was a good one. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Shop local.